Just about set for football now here at iconic Wembley Stadium in North London. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Second down, it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Jared Hurst getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
30-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Here comes a return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And they'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Play action, Stafford going right back to Nakua, complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of balls. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Niners offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A tight end in motion now. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they're going to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll roll out here with Purdy. This pass left side, caught by Tonjes. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the second quarter have in store? More from the International Series in London after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they come up now, second and goal. McCaffrey goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's gone through him past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Jair Brown on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
But after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Stafford now on third down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air again. Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Rams are on the board just before halftime.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Purdy now on second down. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
The RPO, this is out to Evans. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. We'll have to pick it up on third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one. So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter's set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. It's complete to Evans. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Off the play fake, Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A give, and here comes Williams. The defense stringing him out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be active with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The ball carrier, Malik Mustafa on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 18 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
run once more with McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third, they need 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Rams 3.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trailed out 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Rams first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford to throw again. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 17
17
yards.
yards on that play. First down, L.A.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Rams.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. To the right side here, pass is caught. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
First down, Los
His
Angeles.
2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now.
The Rams will line up.
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Throwing is Purdy. Looking Free downfield, it's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion a tight end right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6. Again in the air for Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A run here with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his man and completes a Pearsall. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 9.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the veteran, Matthew Stafford, and the rest of the Rams. Down by 12. 2:23 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. This one taken in by Parkinson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Niners will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. So a win here for the 49ers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my